Hey, everybody there. What's your brand? No, I'm not asking about the brand that you're wearing or the brand that you love the most. I'm asking you, what's your brand? Yeah, you are the living brand. You are emulating every single day, whether you understand or not, you are actually reflecting your own brand value. And there is a value for it in the marketplace right now, and whether you understand that or not. And here are some important ways in which you can build your own magnetic personal brand. Ready for it? Okay, let's go. The first step to building a powerful personal brand is to have our own personal clarity first. You got to be knowing what's your unique superpower and what's your niche. What's that one thing that you can do tirelessly? What is one thing that flows through you like energetic, magnetic for people to just take it from you, which is very valuable for the people and which is needed and useful, right? If you understand that unique superpower, you are actually one step ahead of others in forming your own personal brand. Okay, there are many ways to do it, but first figure out the clarity is power. So you got to find out clearly what's your brand, because everything around the brand creation will happen from this one seed of finding your own clarity. The second one is determining what you want to leave a legacy for. It's just not what you want to be known for now in few years, but what finally you want to leave a legacy about. And long-term thinking and thinking about the end goal personally is so very important. You got to be having something which you have a deep dying desire inside you, which you always can put forth, so that each time you lose track of, you can always fall back on that. And also attract all those people who actually believe your core values. Your inner guidance system actually comes from that greater desire of leaving that legacy that you always want to as you pass on from here. Okay, so it's the second one, most important. Determine your legacy, what do you want to leave here and what do you want to be known for. And third is to find out what's your core skill. Okay, you got to have at least one or two important skills inside you, other than uh, something which is unique to you. And what kind of industry expertise that you have, or what kind of skill set you have. It can be musical skills, playing one particular instrument, or anything that you are very strong at it. You don't worry if you're not very good at it already, but you can actually invest on that. But then you got to master that one skill and be known for it better than many people around. Okay, that's the most important thing when you're building a brand. And then fourth one is to find the right target audience. You know, if you are trying to play a saxophone in front of crowd which is actually into playing football, you can imagine they don't care for it. Probably trumpet is still working at the football grounds, but not the saxophone probably. I'm just giving an example, but related, it's the target audience is very important. If you are having the best of the skills and best of the intentions, but are standing in front of a wrong audience, it hits nobody. Okay, so finding the target audience to nurture them is the most important step, which is the fourth step. Fifth is to really network with the people, like-minded people. There are societies, there are teams who are working onto the similar topics, similar themes. You got to be always in the mob which is actually thinking the same level. You remember the law of association, right? You become average of the top 5 people you keep company of. So you better be with the people who actually care for your desires, your core values, your legacy that you want to leave. And that energy is different. So you got to be on hunt for networking with the people, and you got to invest on this. You invest in terms of time, invest in terms of money, and really spending quality time with them in order to fortify that bond. Okay. Now the sixth step is to build the social currency. See, it's mind is so delicate that we forget what we ate about 3 days back, and people don't remember what you said few weeks before. But leaving a social currency like this video, or probably the Facebook ads, everything that are running, actually are creating some impression in people's mind, and they're building that social currency. Ask for people to watch for it, uh, and build that social currency. Don't forget to take a picture in front of a famous personality or people who resonate with your values. Have an interview with them, write some blogs, leave some articles, build the social currency. Be in the social media time to time, so that you actually are leaving a trail of success there. Your journey is also getting mapped, and so there's more credibility today. We all know if somebody has to be checked about what is his personality, just go to internet and check about him. He's not existing there, you don't have a brand anyway. So if you're building a personal brand, if you're not on the social, then you're not existing anyway. I'm not saying that you have to spam people, but what's important is your brand is actually visible as social currency. How you dress up, what you're speaking about, what values are you emulating, and what kind of people you're attracting. Each one is actually stitching onto the big game, right? And coming up next is seventh, which is service first. Obviously, if you want to build a brand, you can't get your customers the very next day unless you're already a very established brand before, or you're collaborating with somebody who's got a better brand than yours. Then it's probably time for you to service first. That means let people taste you, let people get a feel of you, what you are, what you can give. Is it really valuable to them? Let them be judgmental, let them be critical about what you're giving. But then once they feel that you have some value to be given, and when they feel that the trust is built, probably that's when they will come for you for paid service probably. So actually, when you're giving value, try to take that feedback from them. Ask them, solicit feedback, because that's the golden nugget that you are getting back from them, is seeking feedback. Right now, at the end of this video, I want you to give me a feedback as to how did I do this service in the last 80 days? Was it valuable for you? And what do I do differently so that it means more for you? Okay, that's the way you got to seek feedback. Every single time you get an opportunity, ask for the feedback, ask them to join the next level. Okay, and of course the next step is simple. And whenever you do services, don't ever forget to ask for the testimonials and recommendations. When you see that you have touched people and you have changed their lifestyle, or transformed your clients, or they're impressed with your service, don't ever forget to ask for a testimonial. Most importantly, on the social media, where you can actually portray to people, your next clients, that you did add value and it made sense. Of course, you cannot change anything what's written, but most important is at least the customers who are trying to rely on you have a first-hand feedback about what kind of service you give. And it's also a feed forward. You can use it to change and correct your behavior in order to make it better. And the ninth is to create your tribe to scale. Well, if you have built your successful brand and you're living on it for many months, and probably it's time for you to scale, then it's probably time for also identifying those good clients and people, that trustworthy people, that you who can follow you, who can actually multiply whatever you're doing to impact a bigger crowd. And that's when you have to try building has to be applied. Okay, it's a big science in itself, but it all starts first with your own clarity and building exactly this way, and then going up to scaling up. All right, and 10th but not the least is live your brand value. Well, if you're trying to emulate success and you are sulking, or if you're a person who's complaining and continuously regretting, you're not going to land anywhere. You are a musician and you don't like it, or you don't play enough, you're not successful. My mentor told me everybody has to market. Nobody, including Tony Robbins, actually goes madly and markets himself, although he may be the world's best speaker, but he crazily markets himself. So no brand can actually survive without marketing themselves. So most important part is living the brand value and let people see that you are marketing yourself by living those brand values and consistently iterating your own personal values in whatever you're saying and breathing as a person. Hope you could resonate with some of them or all of them. I actually feel thankful for being there from so many days with me. Please do comment here. What are the few changes that you want in me if I have to be better than what I'm currently doing? I really, really implore you, whoever has watched a couple of my episodes or blogs, whatever you've read, was I valuable? If yes, please write about good things about me. Or if you think that there's some things to be changed, please write it, please. Because that's the only way I can change and I can be more valuable for people. So here are those 10 unique ways of building your own super brand. Hope you will enjoy this and see you coming shortly in the next value adding videos. Bye bye. Thank you.